Hello, Braves fans. Welcome, everyone. This is a quick update from your host, T Wil from 4myatlsports1 on YouTube. Please like, share, and subscribe. Or, hey, just copy the link below and like, share, and subscribe. This is just going to be a quick update on last night's Braves game and maybe a look forward to tonight's game and kind of what we can expect. So, won't hold you guys too long. Thank you, everyone, for joining. Hopefully, you guys are having an amazing Saturday and it will continue throughout the weekend. It's supposed to be a warm day, so all should be well. With that being said, hey, let's get to it. So, Braves lose last night 4-3. Unfortunately, that means the Braves have started 0-2 and yeah, not looking so bright for the good guys right now, but the good news is we have 160 games left, so we definitely have enough time to rectify things and right the ship, so to speak. The loser last night was Dylan Lee, as he did give up a home run in the eighth inning, which was the difference in the game. The winner was Adam, which I believe is a bullpen arm for them. Actually, yeah, winning pitcher was Adam. Um, and the save went to Suarez, who is the Padres closer. Second save in a row. Braves lose for the second day in a row. But again, San Diego is a tough team. We knew it was going to be tough going in. Braves are currently 0-2, but look at it. If we can salvage this series with a split, I'm okay with it. A split on the road is never a bad thing. Of course, you'd like to win the series, but that's not always possible, especially when you are in another team's backyard. So let's look at the details of last night's game. The Padres had 10 hits. I believe Fernando Tatis Jr. did hit a home run. So yeah, he was 1 for 4, hit a home run, had an RBI. Cronenworth was 1 for 3. Bogarts was 1 for 4. And Maldonado was, I'm sorry, I apologize. Fernando Tatis Jr. was 1 for 4. Merrill, the center fielder, was 3 for 4. Cronenworth was 2 for 3. Bogarts was 1 for 4. Sheets was 1 for 4. And Maldonado was 2 for 3 for a total of 10 hits. Let's take a look at this. As far as batting is concerned, Bogarts got a double. Tatis hit the only home run of the game for the Padres. Bogarts had an RBI. Cronenworth had one. Maldonado had one, and Tatis had one. Padres had 2 runners left in scoring position. And with runners in scoring position, they were 2 for 6. Now let's get to the Braves. Braves had 5 hits. Profar was 1 for 4. Riley was 1 for 4. Ozuna was 1 for 3. Nick Allen, who started last night in place of Arcia, was 1 for 4. Kelnick was 1 for 4, but Kelnick did hit a home run. So good for Kelnick, at least in that game. And hey, buddy, let's see if we can continue it. Riley had a double. Kelnick hit the only home run for the Braves. RBIs were Kelnick. Kelnick had 1. Ozuna had 2. He did have a 2-run single. And runners left in scoring position. Looks like we had Albies, Ozuna, Riley, and Baldwin. So that's 4. The team was 1 for 9 with runners in scoring position, and we left a total of 6 on base. So we got to get better with that. Got to get cleaner with that. Like I say, it's 0-2, unfortunately. But if you'd have told me at the start of this series that the Braves were going to lose 2 and win 2, I'd be okay with that. Now, you don't want to go 0 for 4. You know, you don't want to lose, get swept, and you don't want to go 1-3. Braves definitely need to get these next 2. But again, they were facing 2 tough pitchers in Michael King and Dylan Cease. So, you know, let's get out there tonight. Let's get a victory, and let's get out there tomorrow and close them out and leave town with a 2-for-2 split or a 2 out of 2 game. Basically 2-for-2 or winning 2 out of 4. So anyway, let's move on. Pitching. Ronaldo Lopez pitched 5 innings, gave up 3 earned runs, had 2 base on balls, had 1 strikeout. Now this is concerning For me, I noticed in spring training that Lopez's fastball was down a few miles an hour, which for a pitcher is a big thing. John from Out of Your Falcon Mind and we had a discussion about this on our show, The Morning Chop Shop. And he said that, Ronaldo could have been holding back a little just because you're in spring training and it's a 162 game season. And, you don't want to come out the gate winded already. So could have been the case. But what concerns me is one strikeout in 5 innings. Ronaldo, for the most part, is a strikeout pitcher. So maybe not something to be concerned about, but something definitely to keep your eye on. Pierce Johnson went 1 inning, gave up no runs, did have 1 strikeout. Dylan Lee pitched 1 inning, gave up the home run. And essentially that's what, did it. But, it happens. Not going to belabor the point. Bullpen has to be better. If anybody can do it, Dylan can. So, let's see what happens. Daysball Hernandez went 1 inning, gave up no runs, did have 1 strikeout. So, look, the Braves just got to be better. And, again, the first 2 losses of this season have solely been on the bullpen. Yesterday it was on Hector Neris. Or excuse me, Thursday it was on Hector Neris. And yesterday it was on Dylan Lee. We can't have those late in games. We got to figure that out. This must be corrected. But the good thing is we are early in the season, very early. So, this bullpen right now that you're seeing may not be the bullpen that we end up closing the season out with. Keep that in mind. We are going to have guys in and out, up and down. And, this happens on all teams. The guys that you necessarily start with, really on the team in general, but specifically and more so germane to the bullpen, you're going to see a lot of movement, a lot of change. So nothing to fear there. Upcoming matchup, we got Spencer Schwellenbach pitching tonight for us. And, you could make the case that Spencer last year should have been considered in the Rookie of the Year campaign. Had a great campaign. Pitched very well. Has 6 pitches that he can control. This may be a candidate for the Cy Young this year. Or, I'm sorry, he may be a candidate for the Cy Young this year. But either way, great up-and-coming player. And looking forward to, basically all that he can accomplish. This Braves rotation is going to be pretty good. Look you got Chris Sale, you got a Ronaldo Lopez, you got Spencer Schwellenbach, and you got Spencer Strider coming back. And Grant Holmes and AJ Smith-Shawver have looked really good. So I think this pitching rotation will be a strength of the Braves going forward. So for tonight's game at 7 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, we got Spencer Schwellenbach going against Randy Vasquez. Just looking at the numbers, this matchup favors the Braves. Let's get into it. Spencer's profile, pitching run value is in the 72% percentile, which is good. So when you're looking at these numbers, the higher the better, the lower not so good. Fastball run value is about league average. His pitching run value is in the upper echelon, top 72%. Breaking ball run value, 68%, still good. Off-speed ball run value, 84%, top 84 of the league. Basically what you want to look at, or, if I got to bottom line it for you, his fastball velocity is 95.9%, which is basically upper 80% of the league. His exit or average exit velocity is 87.6 miles an hour. So what that means is exit velocity is how hard the batter hits it once he makes contact, right? Again, the lower, the better. The higher, it's not so good, right? So if you're pitching 95 mile an hour, if that's your average fastball velo, and they're hitting it out 87 miles an hour, they obviously didn't make great contact, right? So Spencer is doing very well in this. His chase rate is elite. All right. Meaning he gets guys to chase at pitches that are not strikes. That is in the upper 96 percentile. So in this category, he is elite. The whiff rate, which means swing and miss, is 65%. Again, above league average. His K rate or strikeout rate is 70%, which is again above league average. So he's doing very well. His opponent tonight, Mr. Randy Vasquez, as you can see looking by his numbers, not so great. Not so great. So his pitching run value is in the lower 8 percentile. His fastball run value is 19% lower percentile. All of his numbers are in the lower percentile. They're all under 25%. All right. His fastball velo sits at 94.3, which is league average. His exit velo sits at 88.7. He has a very low chase rate, which means his pitches are distinguishable. He's not fooling anybody, right? So in other words, when he throws a ball, very few people, 3 out of 10 people swing at it, right? Or he's in the lower 30% of the league, okay? So this matchup should favor the Braves. And let's be honest, we need it. We're 0-2. We need a victory tonight. And hopefully we can do that. Now, San Diego's bullpen is lights out. The earlier you can get to their bullpen, the better. So the Braves need to come out and jump on Randy Vasquez early and often. And guys, this is just what we are going to have to do to win this game. Okay, I like our chances if we come out and jump on Vasquez very early and get to that bullpen very early. I like our chances. I like them a lot better than if, you know, things go the way they have the past couple of days where it's a back and forth, right? And low scoring game. So basically, that's about it. You guys can tune in tonight at 7 p.m. to catch the Braves against the Padres. I don't know where it's going to be aired. You guys should be able to look that up. But this has essentially been your Braves report. Going to happen every day. Well, basically every day after the Braves play, right? If they don't play, probably going to be a Braves report that next day. But just a quick update on what the Braves did the night before and the upcoming game that they should be getting into. This is T Wil from 4myatlsports1 on YouTube. Again, 4myatlsports1 on YouTube. And hey, if you get a chance today or at some time this weekend, please go by the site, check me out, check out our content. And hey, if you are so inclined, again, like, share, and subscribe. You guys have an amazing weekend. Thank you to everyone who is going to tune into it. And hey, I'll be seeing you guys tomorrow, hopefully after a Braves victory. Thanks again. Go Braves. Have a great day, everyone.